It is Monday, February 23rd, 2026, and the Easter we have been tracking all week has officially arrived, and it is worse than anyone expected 48 hours ago. The national blend of models, which is usually the conservative forecast, is now painting 2 to 3 ft of snow across Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, southern New York, Long Island, New York City, the entire state of New Jersey, Delaware, eastern Maryland, and eastern Pennsylvania. Blizzard warnings are posted from Ocean City, Maryland, all the way to Cape Cod and Boston, covering New York City, Long Island, Trenton, Providence, and every major city in between. This is the first blizzard warning for New York City since March 2017. The low-pressure center is already deepening off the Outer Banks this morning, starting at 1:04 millibars. By noon, it drops to 996. By this evening, 987. By Monday morning, this becomes a 969 millibar monster, and some model members are taking it down to 964 to 965 millibars. That is a nearly 40 millibar pressure drop. This is going to act like a hurricane. Wind gusts of 75 to 80 mph will move onshore from Long Island through Providence, Hartford, Cape Cod, and Boston. Snowfall rates will exceed 3 an hour. Thunder's snow is expected. A true blizzard with literal whiteout conditions will last for a 6 to 8 hour window from Sunday evening through Monday morning. Travel will be impossible across the I-95 corridor. States of emergency have been declared in New York, 22 counties, New Jersey effective noon today, and Philadelphia at 4:00 p.m. Governor Ho calls this potentially life-threatening and historic. Over 500 flights are already canceled. Fox Weather is calling it a generational blizzard. Let me walk you through what is happening right now and what comes next. By the way, if you'd like specific weather forecasts for your region or city, please leave them in the comments. I'll answer them individually as time allows. Also, if you like the video and subscribe to my channel, you'd be very grateful. Now, let's move on. The storm right now, snow is already falling across the Appalachian, West Virginia, Western Virginia, and Western Pennsylvania. Heavier pockets of snow are pushing into central Maryland and southeastern Pennsylvania. Along the immediate coast, Ocean City, Dover, Trenton, the Jersey Shore, it is currently raining. This is expected. The rain will change over to snow during the day as dynamic cooling from the rapidly strengthening nor'easter forces the column to cool from the top down. Once that changeover happens, it happens fast and the snowfall rates will be extreme. Meanwhile, the 53rd Weather Reconnaissance Squadron, the Hurricane Hunters, flew into the environment ahead of this storm to collect data for the models. That is how seriously this system is being treated. Hour-by-hour timeline. Sunday morning, 7 a.m. Low pressure at 4 millibars off the Outer Banks. Snow filling in across the Appalachian and into Pennsylvania. Rain along the immediate coast. Sunday noon. Low rapidly deepening to 996 millibars. Snowfall expands across southeastern Pennsylvania, the Poconos, central Maryland, and northern Virginia. Coastal areas still seeing rain, but beginning to mix. Sunday afternoon through early evening. The changeover. Rain transitions to heavy snow across the entire I-95 corridor, including Philadelphia, Trenton, New Jersey, Long Island, and New York City. Snowfall rates rapidly increase. Sunday evening, the storm explodes. Low pressure drops to 987 millibars. Snowfall rates exceed 3 in per hour in the heaviest bands. Thunders now is likely from Virginia and Maryland through New Jersey, Long Island, and New York City. Blizzard conditions begin along the coast. Winds ramp to 30 to 45 inland, higher along the coast. Along the Sunday night through Monday sunrise, the 6 to 8 hour blizzard window. This is the peak of the storm. The low reaches 969 millibars just south of Long Island. Hurricane-force wind gusts of 75 to 80 meters push onshore from Long Island through Providence, Hartford, Cape Cod, and Boston. Thunders, snow, and snowfall rates exceeding 3 in per hour sweep through southern New England. Visibility drops to 0. Travel is impossible. Tens of millions of people will be in whiteout conditions Monday morning through midday. Heavy snow continues across southern New England, Cape Cod, Boston, and eastern Massachusetts, still getting hammered. Snow becomes more scattered across the mid-Atlantic. Monday afternoon through evening, snow winds down from south to north. By Monday evening, the storm exits the northeast and pushes into Nova Scotia and eastern Canada. Tuesday, it is over. Snow totals. The national blend of models is showing 2 to 3 feet across the core of the storm. Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, southern New York, Long Island, NYC, all of New Jersey, Delaware, eastern Maryland, and eastern Pennsylvania. Here are the city's specific numbers. Boston 18 to 24 in. Blizzard warning through Tuesday, 7 a.m. Snowfall rates 2 to 4 in per hour with thunders possible. Drifts 4 to 5 ft most impactful storm in several years. New York City 15 to 22 Inez with the potential for higher blizzard warning first since 2017. Mayor Ma'am Danny warns of whiteout conditions. If NYC hits 12 in or more, first time since February 2021, the ceiling on this storm is much higher than 12 in. Philadelphia 18 to 24 in per Fox weather. Snow emergency 4:00 p.m. today. Schools virtual Monday. Courts and government closed. Eastern New Jersey and the Jersey Shore, 2 feet. Intense snow bands expected to dump 2 to 4 inches per hour. Long Island 15 to 20 in with blizzard conditions and gusts to 65 mph or higher. Hartford and Providence 14 to 18 in. North Jersey, Lower Hudson Valley 12 to 18 in. Upper Hudson Valley 18 to 22 in. Washington, D.C. 10 to 15 in. Mayor Bowser deploying 200 plows. Baltimore and Maryland 10 to 15 inches. West Virginia and the Appalachians 12 to 18 in. Southern New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine 6 to 12 in. Cape Cod and Nantucket 10 to 15 in but with the most extreme winds. Virginia Beach 1 to 4 in on the far southern edge. AccuWeather Storm Max is 26 in. Wind and power outages. This storm is going to act like a hurricane. Hurricane-force wind gusts of 75 to 80 mph are expected onshore from Long Island through Providence, Cape Cod, and Boston. Coastal gusts of 50 to 70 Mach across the broader region. Inland gust 30 to 45 km/h. Heavy wet snow combined with these winds means widespread power outages potentially lasting days in some areas. Drifts of 4 to 5 ft will bury cars and block doorways. NWS Boston says the lack of recent significant wind events means trees are even more vulnerable to damage. Branches haven't been tested this season and will snap under the weight of heavy wet snow and hurricane-force gusts. Coastal flood warnings stretch from Delaware to Maine with 2 to 3 feet of inundation along the south shore of Massachusetts and the Cape and Islands. Significant beach erosion expected. Road closures along exposed shoreline areas. Travel is rated at the extreme level, the highest category for eastern New Jersey, Long Island, and Cape Cod. The NWS says travel will be very difficult to impossible. Monday morning and evening commutes will be severely impacted. Honestly, most people in the Northeast will not be going to work Monday. Schools across the region are already closed. This is the 5th consecutive weekend with snow for some Northeast cities. NYC has already recorded 22.3 inches this season, near the historical average, and this storm alone could nearly double that. Fox Weather compared this to 3 defining blizzards of the last 3 decades. The blizzard of 1996, which paralyzed the eastern seaboard with 20 in Central Park, and the February 2006 storm that buried Central Park under 26.9 in 16 hours, at rates of 3 to 4 in per hour. This storm has the ingredients to be in that conversation. City-by-city predictions. Northeast, New York City, Boston, Philadelphia, D.C., Hartford, Providence, Portland, me, Buffalo. All of these cities are in the storm right now or will be within hours. Boston 18 to 24 in. Blizzard warning, thunder snow possible. Gusts 75 to 80. Mia, power outages top concern. Drifts 4 to 5 FTNYC 15 to 22 in. Blizzard warning first since 2017. Travel impossible Monday 500 plus flights cancelled. Philly 18 to 24 in. Snow emergency 400 p.m. DC 10 to 15 in 200 plows. Hartford 14 to 18 in. Providence 14 to 18 in. Blizzard warning Portland me 6 to 12 in. Buffalo Lake effect continues. Southeast Atlanta, Charlotte, Nashville, Raleigh, Birmingham, Jacksonville, New Orleans. Rain and thunderstorms across the Corollas, Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi as the low develops offshore. Eastern NC may see a brief wintry mix. Cold air crashes in by Monday. Huge temperature drops. Record warmth this week in Texas and Oklahoma will surge. 60s Monday, 80s Tuesday near Amarillo. 90s Wednesday in San Antonio and Austin. Midwest and Great Lakes. Chicago, Detroit, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Columbus, St. Louis, Cincinnati, Louisville. Lake effect and snow showers on the backside of the system. Cleveland and Columbus see a few inches Arctic air pouring in single digits and below zero by early next week. Coldest morning of the season. West Coast and Mountain. West, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Sacramento, San Diego, Phoenix, Salt Lake City, Boise, Flagstaff, Denver, Albuquerque. Storm system bringing heavier rainfall into valleys of Washington, Oregon, and Northwest California coastline. Higher elevation snow across the Pacific Northwest. Ridge builds over the Southwest later next week, baking warmth for SoCal, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Plains, and South Central. Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Oklahoma City, Omaha, Denver, San Antonio, Little Rock, Memphis. Cold front pushes through, then a massive warm-up. Texas goes from 60s Monday to 80s Tuesday to 90s Wednesday. Record-breaking warmth, but another Arctic blast is coming. What comes after the blizzard? Clipper system number 1. Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning, shovelable snow across the Great Lakes and Northeast on top of everything that just fell. Clipper system number 2. Thursday and Friday the 26th and 27th, this one could phase together into a snow or ice system along the I-95 corridor. Here is the key. If we put down 2 to 3 ft of snow from this blizzard, that snowpack acts like a refrigerator and keeps near-surface temperatures colder than models are showing. The snow line for the Thursday-Friday system could end up further south than currently forecast. Then an even bigger Arctic blast targeting the first 3 days of March, March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, crashing all the way to the Gulf Coast and East Coast. March will be volatile. Frequent Arctic blasts moderating as we transition toward spring, but still capable of producing severe weather outbreaks across the Mississippi Valley and Ohio Valley. As ENSO shifts from La Nina to neutral, winter is not done. Be safe out there.